So this is gonna be my first video of doing something like this, outside of not being next to Christina. And I'm sorry for you might hear like, I don't know, bass or something like that, but it's mainly to make this video because I'm tired of me feeling like I need to prove myself to people, because I've been talking to Christina lately, and it made me feel like she's really developed this attitude towards me that I am not a good father or I'm not a good provider for my children. The bottom line is that this whole video is going to be exposing the fact that I am not as bad of a man as you guys may think. I'm not. I am, first off, I'm going to start off, I don't care how these videos are supposed to be made. I make things like raw and unedited, and this whole video probably won't even edit anything out because I don't have any editing software anyways. But I provide for my children very well. My two children, I provide good for them, and I'm tired of, I've seen some comments of something that Christina will send me a screenshot and she'll send me, oh, see what this person thinks of you. You're not as good of a man as you think you are. You're a cheater and everything. Yeah, sure. Yeah. If you put it in the context of us being married, yes, I did cheat on Christina. But I told her everything was done. So yes, we were married, but I was still cheating, meaning I was going out and doing it, and that's my own fault. I do admit to that. I was cheating on her. Yes, I was, and that's not good of me. I know that. And I am sorry for that, and one day I will have to answer for that stuff, my own self, and that's my own belief. But despite the fact, me and Christina came to the agreement, yeah, we'll get divorced, and she got a lawyer, and I paid for her lawyer. And she won't disagree with that because I have the screenshots on my Bank of America account showing that I paid for her lawyer, her $3,500 lawyer. I paid for that. And the reason why the divorce went well is because I agreed with everything. And note to other men who are going to get a divorce, if you want a divorce to go the easy way, just agree with what the woman says. That's always the best way to do things. Doesn't mean just lay over and take it, because I don't. That's another reason why I'm exposing Christina, because this is her little spending money that she uses as a way to buy the things that she wants to. Instead of my child support going to my children, she uses YouTube as a way to use this money she makes to spend on herself as she sees fit. And she can say what she wants and say this and that, but I know this is the way it is, because the bottom line is, I give her $1,500, $1,500 a month, $750 a child for child support. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for somebody who makes a little bit of money. But I work hard for my children, and that's the only motivator I have in my life is my Ezra and my Wyatt. Those are my children, my boys. Okay, I don't take care of them. Yes, that's right. I don't take care of them, but I provide for them. I give them the clothes they need, the shelter they need, the rent she pays for her grandma's, to live in her grandma's, which I could probably get in that too a little bit later. The reason why my kids live 2,500 miles away from me, and any other father out there is probably like, why would you let your children live so far from you? Well, I let them live far from me because I wanted Christina to have a way of life for her to feel like she had a brand new start, because she hated it here in Florida. But anyways, I see the video's now 4 minutes in, but I really want to just get into a few things here. Main thing is spilling the tea on Christina. The reason why everybody says these things on her comments that are true. She doesn't care about any of her subscribers. She never has. I was there with her when she would be trying to come up with fake content, the reasons why she should say things, fake boyfriend she has right now that she really doesn't. I'm sorry, guys. She just admitted to me on the phone when I told her stop dating losers and chasing after these guys who don't even care about you. She said, it's not even real. That's not even a real thing. So, I mean, my eye looks all messed up, but whatever, it is what it is. I'm ugly. I'm ugly. I don't care. But, so she doesn't care, you know? Like, she's just coming up with lies to get you guys fed into, like, oh, drama. That's what you guys fall into. And I mean, you guys, as in the people, not probably the 1% of people who actually watch. Most of you watch her because she's a train wreck, and I understand that, and she is. But I loved Christina. Let's get that straight. I loved her, okay? And right now she just texted me, says financial abuse is abuse. I mean, financial abuse? I mean, I could post every single time that I've given you money. Every single time that I've paid for the apartment that you lived in. But anyways, we'll save that all for another time. It's funny, really, it is. So she's just doing this because she doesn't want me to do it. I told her I'd write a video of me exposing her. And it's going to be probably 10 minutes long. And I have no idea how to do commercials or any of that stuff. I don't know. I'm just going to post it like it is. Man, my hair. You know, one thing about getting old is that you really do lose your hair really easy. Look at that. Anyways, so main thing is me and Christina met. I went into the military. Me and Christina met on Lava Life. It's like a phone website or phone chat website. And me and Christina met on there, and we had a good little connection with each other. And we started talking, and we created a relationship that way. That was in 2008. I can't remember the month, but it was 2008. We talked or whatever. I joined the military in November of 2008. Joined the military. I spent 10 years in the United States Air Force as security forces, which is a good career field. I liked it, you know. I did 10 years and deployed 3 times. 2 times to Africa and 1 time to Iraq, where I didn't do anything in Iraq. You know, wasn't kicking in doors, wasn't killing people. No, I mean, that's just the unfiltered part. I was just looking for UXOs, unexploded ordinances, checking IDs, really. That's it. And in Africa, I did, you know, a little bit more cooler stuff. I did launch and recovery for aircraft, things like that. But Christina was there with me, side by side. You know, she was, or not side by side, God. So she was there, being married to me, and we had our kids and everything. But my first base, Clovis, New Mexico. I'm at 8 minutes right now. Clovis, New Mexico, Cannon Air Force Base. Me and Christina. We had Ezra, or discard. Sorry, we had Wyatt, and we raised Wyatt. You know, pretty much, you know, with each other. We always had a disagreement on things or whatever, and that's just like any marriage, you know. But before that, let's backtrack. When I joined the military, I went to see Christina because we were only talking on the phone. And I went to training in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, at Herbert Field was the Air Force Base. And I went and I saw Christina because she moved from California down to Gainesville, Florida. And I saw her at her sister's house. I picked her up. I had a break from the military, probably it was a weekend break. And I drove her down to Orlando, Florida, and we stayed 2 nights at a hotel in Orlando. And that's where Christina lost her virginity to me. And I only had sex with one person before Christina. I only had sex with one other woman. I know, as ugly as I am, only having sex with one other woman. I know, look at this. I have Chinese eyes. But anyways, Chinese people are very nice people. Anyways, so like I said, this is all going to be raw and unedited. I don't care about anything I say. If anybody thinks it's stupid or boring or, well, yeah, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Sorry. So I want people to understand that I feel wronged by a lot of stuff she said online about me and about me being a father and stuff. It's rude. So anyways, I'm at 9:56 right now. So I saw her. She lost her virginity to me. I left her, meaning I left Florida and went back to New Mexico to my first duty station. And from there, Christina told me she was getting kicked out of her sister's apartment. And she wouldn't, and I'm having myself a glass of wine. That's right, because that's what, a lot of people used to call me gay on here. I mean, I'm not gay, trust me, but I do like wine. So yes, Christina said all these things about me, and we were having our little arguments with each other. And she said, "Oh, hey, I don't have a place to stay." And I said, "You know what, Christina? Let me let me bring you to me, and you can come to Clovis, New Mexico, and we can live together. Whatever. Let's get our thing started early." So she comes out. We get married right away. 2 days later. I only knew this person for technically, I guess, 3 days, and we got married. Man, I hate my eye. I really do. But anyways. So we got married, right? Clovis, New Mexico, Curry County, New Mexico. All right, you can look up any. I really don't care because I'm not really scared of anybody. Christina's been scared of people her whole life on this YouTube stuff, but I'm not. But anyways, so we get married in Clovis, New Mexico. We have we have Wyatt. Then I deploy again, come back, and it keeps going like this, back and forth. Like, I deploy, come back. We have 4 months with each other, and that's the way the military life is. Like if anybody's in the military or a military spouse, you understand the way it is you don't really see the person you're married to a lot. They're always training, they're always here, they're always there. Even when they're home, they're kind of spaced out, worried about what they're going to do the next day or whatever. So that's what I did. And I deployed my last deployment in 2015. I went to Africa and I came back. We moved to Tucson, Arizona. In Tucson, Arizona, then we become like, we have a little bit, I'm more higher ranked in the military. I mean, I was only an E5, but, whatever. And we start having a little bit more freedom. We're able to do a little bit more. She's making more money on YouTube. And but our problems really started there. We started really hating each other. She would always argue with me about me being a real father. And I'd say, "What do you mean a real father?" She would, say, "Just because you provide doesn't mean that you give me the things that it is I need." And I'd be like, "Yeah, you're right." Because I always was smaller than Christina. I was always, I was always pressured. A lot of the times when I would go on these TDYs and stuff, training, temporary duty assignments or whatever, different women would approach me. And I'm not saying that I look good at all, because that has nothing to do with it. But, some women aren't really faithful to their husbands when they're deployed. And some men aren't faithful to their wives when they're deployed. And I was very faithful to Christina. I was always 110%. Yeah, sure, I went to strip clubs. I did. Yeah, I did. And that's a shitbag thing of me to do. But I admitted that to her. But she would really bring me through the coals, really make me feel like crap about myself, where I feel really depressed. And that's not the way to live. Even just because I went to a strip club, you're going to make me feel this way, even though that you said to me that I was less than a man because I did this and I wasn't really a man. But the thing is that I never cheated on her. I never actually was with another woman. I never had an affair with another woman. And she could post every single thing it was that she could post every single thing it is that she has in her arsenal, right, on me, to say that I cheated and I did this and I did that. But the truth is, guys, is that you're going to see that she has nothing. Realistically, she has nothing in this world, because I stood by her, and she knows that. And everything that she does, she uses just as a way to feed her content, to make her feel better and better and better about herself. But what people don't realize is that when she was feeling like that and they were making her feel better and better about herself, she would turn around and put that on me. So she would say, "Yeah, see, all these people, they say, yeah, you're a piece of crap, you're a horrible husband because you said this to me." And I would look at myself, I would think to myself, like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? I got out of the military because of you. Yes, that's true. I did. I got out of the military for her. I did. Anybody can say what they want, but I did. I was in there for 10 years in the United States Air Force, okay? And I wasn't in the chair force sitting at my office desk. No, I was sitting there checking IDs. I was sitting there training. I had people that I supervised, and doing all this stuff because I wanted my family to be successful, you know? And she told me she had enough and she didn't want to be in the military anymore. But now I'm at 15 minutes and 30 seconds, but I need to cut this short. Main thing is that don't believe everything it is that you've heard or seen about me, because it's not the truth, you know? I am a good person, and I know I am. I just got tired of her feeling like she could tell me anytime I call her to talk to my children, and she is on speakerphone, listening to everything I'm talking to my sons about, you know, and providing her input. But that's not her place, you know. I'm provided unmonitored phone calls, and that's from the judge, you know. But she wants to talk to me because she's mad at the fact that now I have a girlfriend, now I have this going on in my life, and the thing is that I'm just getting over my damn coronavirus, you know. That's true. I did have coronavirus. And one thing that tested me getting over it, and most people don't believe it, but is wine. I really like wine. I have my glass of wine every single night that I go to work, or before I go to work. I know, but before I go to work, I have my glass of wine. The day before I go to work, I guess, you know, to unwind. At nighttime, like I said, it's going to be a whole unfiltered, unedited video, and I just hope that people really see that she's not what you think. So please don't listen to everything and think that there's not two sides to every story, because there's not. There is two sides to every story. It's not just one person's side, you know. And I know most people that watch her videos are women, and I mean, I know a lot of you have probably been done wrong by your ex-husbands or boyfriends, but I'm not that way. I've never been that type of person to be rude and not be there for my children. But I loved Christina. I really did. And yeah, it sucks that our marriage didn't work, but in the end, it worked out for the best because I saw her true colors come out towards the end, especially during the divorce hearing and the divorce of everything. She made money the main motivator in her life. It started off as my child support going from $1,000 a month to $1,400 and then to $1,500, you know. And that's not including the price. I mean, I pay $1,500 is the actual money I pay, okay? That doesn't include the insurance that gets taken out of my paycheck. If you include that, I mean, I never went for my numbers, but you know what? I don't really care what the fuck you think or anybody else thinks. But $1,700 a month is what I pay if you include insurance. And then if you include my son's braces, I mean, that's an extra $200 a month. So I'm about $2,000 a month, you know. So I'm pretty much going, you know, not broke, but it's all for my kids, so I hope. And most people look at me as a pansy and as a pushover, and, you know, but I provide what it is I can for my kids because I love them, you know. But I don't really know what else to do for these videos, so I'm just going to post it as is, and we'll see what happens. All right.